Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I am a Whovian, and today I am reviewing Doctor Who, Smith and Jones. So this is series 3 episode 1, where medical student Martha Jones is going to the hospital to carry on her medical training, and other than her running into the doctor showing him how he takes his tie off was a bit odd, she then notices that the doctor is a patient in the hospital, only to discover that he's actually hiding out and undercover as the hospital gets sucked up by a rain cloud and taken to the moon. And then the doctor comes out from his undercover and reveals that he's here to see out this ordeal, because he discovers that the Judoon, an alien rhino-like race that are police authority figures with a shadow proclamation, have took this hospital to the moon after a whole incident on Earth where they're keeping their distance from that planet for the time being, and basically are hunting down a fugitive disguised as a human in this hospital, that fugitive being the plasmavore, who can take on the shape of whatever blood of the creature that it consumes. And in this, she takes the shape of an old lady who is hiding out from the Judoon, and the Judoon are trying to hunt this creature down. And of course, Martha and the Doctor both work together. The Doctor going under the alias John Smith, Smith and Jones, working together. Him giving her a genetic transfer, which is a kiss. They manage to catch this plasmavore and have the Judoon deal with the plasmavore. Then the Judoon, they then return to their ships and return the hospital to Earth. Then Martha attends her brother's birthday party, and after a bit of a family crisis, squabbling, she runs into the Doctor, and to say thank you, the Doctor invites her on a trip through time to say thank you. Still getting over the loss of Rose as well, but I think he wants the company. So there you go, there's the story there for that one. So what did I like about this one? Well, this came out in 2007, so 17 years ago now. And I gotta say, the visuals to me, despite them being CGI and obvious, I still think hold up. I also thought David Tennant was brilliant as always. It was great to see him back for another series, because he was back doing a second series. He also changed out his brown suit for a blue one, because throughout series 2 he wore the brown suit and the trench coat. In series 3 onwards he kept alternating from the brown suit to the blue suit and the red tie, which I liked. Good change of clothes every now and then. And yeah, I thought he was eccentric and delivered some witty banter there, and was greatly fascinated and was pleased there was a little shop in the hospital as well, after he wondered that in the previous series premiere. I also liked Freema Ageyman. I thought this was great for her first time playing the character of Martha. However, we all know it wasn't her first time on the show, because she appeared in the series 2 penultimate episode, Army of Ghosts, playing a different role, Adiola, and it is revealed that Adiola was the cousin of Martha that worked at Canary Wharf. And yeah, I mean, I was wondering at first, are we, how's this going to be? Because, for the last 2 series we grew to love Rose. How's this going to play out? And I think she did it good. She was, I liked her. I did, I liked her. And she went on to play an important role throughout the series, and would reoccur in series 4 and even appear in Torchwood. And yeah, I thought she was great. I don't think she was as well known back then either, but now she definitely is, landing other roles on shows. I also thought the Judoon were an interesting creature. You know, them being big rhino-like creatures. They weren't the antagonists. They were basically space police hunting down a fugitive, and were very, very interesting. I mean, only one of them took their helmet off, because of course, budgetary stuff, they probably could only afford to make one big mask. But the mask for the Judoon, that was all practical, no CGI, it was all robotic puppetry, and was voiced by the Daleks himself, Nicholas Briggs, who took a good look at the prop and thought, yeah, this is how I'm going to build the voice. And that voice he puts on, and that chant they do, that, you know, would go on to be signified with the Judoon. And this would not be the last time we see these big rhinos either. We would see them again later on in Series 4 and in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and again in Series 12. And yeah, you know, those actors playing the Judoon, they must have had very limited vision for when they were going upstairs, and that they did a good job playing it. I also thought this had some other interesting characters as well. The Plasmavore, played by her out of Dinner Ladies, was, you know, an interesting creature, but I didn't feel was as intimidating. However, who'd have thought, you know, you could just drink someone's blood by piercing their artery with a straw? That was a bit unnerving. And she had then like robots, I'm believing are robots that look like pizza delivery men, that were like her henchmen. And of course, she got what was coming to her and her comeuppance, and the Judoon dealt with her. Also, the Judoon were very brutal as well, especially when they were hit by someone who was clearly afraid and didn't understand them. He was like, sentence execution. Also, they gave compensation. But I thought this was an alright premiere for the third series, and we also got to, you know, quickly see Martha's daily life, like her family, her mother, her sister, her father's girlfriend, and also the woman who played Francine Jones, Martha's mother. She actually appeared in the Series 2 premiere as a cat nun, yeah, in New Earth. So again, another reused actress. But yeah, I remember watching this on the 31st of March 2007. Yep, I remember when it premiered and where I was and everything still to this day. Yeah, and I just remember enjoying it. David Tennant giving some comedic stuff here and there, you know, because he just did. And yeah, so ratings, I will give the performances a 9, the writing an 8, the visuals an 8, and my personal, I'll give it an 8. So there you go, there is my review for Doctor Who Smith and Jones. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review. So until next time, run for your life.